Hello, viewers. I'm SB, and welcome back to Everspace 2, where I have just spent a little bit of time clearing out our inventory. And I was looking at our perks, trying to figure out if there's anything else worth spending resources on. And Cruise Drive is pretty minor overall, but it's also like dirt cheap to buy this first level of it. I think let's throw in on this and see if the next level is also similarly cheap. We might end up buying this whole thing for the very, very minor benefit it gives, just because at this point we don't really need these resources anymore. 8,000. We don't have any hadron buffers. What's a hadron buffer made out of? Is it a thing that I will miss? No, not really. Okay. These perks aren't terribly important, but it is literally a non-zero value to be able to cruise drive faster. It's not a very big value, but it's non-zero. Okay, now we need bioprocessors, which it turns out we have 2 of already. We have lots and lots of this other stuff. Okay, bioprocessor. Culver crystal, biomass, pure copper. Yeah, we can afford to construct 2 more of those. Alright, put some of that stuff for always gathering to use. Yeah, I don't really care about this. So I think then we're good to go. Let's get out of here and probably go do some more plot stuff. But, we are pretty close to having the last of these perks unlocked, the last of the challenges completed. Maybe let's go do that. Just because it will be fun, at least, to fly around and get into trouble in that area.
Marie, do you read me?
Loud and clear. How's it going, bucko?
Not so great. I don't know if you're aware of the
Always
situation,
talking.
but we may be facing another war with the Okar if we don't stop G&B from dragging us into it.
There have been signs of something afoot, and G&B movements and a raid I heard too. Are you mixed up in all this?
Let me level with you. Oscar Blakemore has gone insane and is jeopardizing everyone in the DMZ. I'm the guy trying to put a stop to his plans.
I always knew you had it in you, from the first time I slapped eyes on you.
I'm trying to enlist all the help I can get to launch an assault on Vesna Mining Colony.
Well, any new conflict with the Okar would be the end of my business. I'm assuming that you want me to lend a hand with my Flying Duchess?
If you're willing.
Sonny, I would relish the chance to put the boot into G&B. Count me in.
I knew I can rely on you. Thanks, Marie. When I send the call, we'll assemble above Vesna.
Again, let me travel and just do the conversation on the other side, Alright. So, in here, and let's go exploring. I really didn't think we were going to get all of these. I thought Daredevil, for sure, was going to be something that would just hang forever. So, since we did actually manage to get all of them done, I feel like a little bit of completionism isn't going to hurt us. And also, we get to do fun stuff. I'm going to try to spend very little time this episode complaining about the story. This is my big plan for you, the viewer. Okay, there's no location challenge associated with this place, so we should just get out of here and find a spot that does have an obvious location challenge. Something new nearby. And then hopefully we will just stumble into some high-risk areas. Alright, let's see what this is about. Yeah, like, the really frustrating thing as far as doing commentary about this game's story and everything is that it just kind of continues to be not great in the same ways. There stops being anything new to say about it after a certain point because it's just doing the stuff it always does. So, okay, all right, okay, big rocks. So that's part of my desire not to have to deal with it anymore. In theory, this weapon is quite out of date, but you know, in practice, explosions never really go out of style. Oh. We do burn energy super fast in this thing. Why are you...
Now the adrenaline is pumping.
A natural hormonal response in humans.
I mean, the battle's over. This is maybe not the moment for your weird adrenaline, Adam.
The value of these credits are mercy to the fickleness of markets.
Cool, thanks for the fact about money. That's interesting, I suppose.
I'll be first to shoot him down.
I kind of can't believe one of those missiles managed to survive the flak cannon shot. Alright, let's turn on the turret. It always does such good work in these situations. Yeah, wow, it really strips these enemies down in a hurry. Okay, I think we're good now. So we've got a power core socket, which certainly suggests that the hidden stash is over here. Can't see me actually using this. Interesting. It's very, very fucking cold in here. Okay, where was that? Here it is. Oh, never mind. I saw a mine in the entrance to this thing, and I was like, well, there's something over there that somebody thinks is worth protecting, at least a little bit. Maybe that'll be interesting. But it turns out not so much. Alright, we'll just check wherever there are containers so we'll be able to find some interesting stuff. Apparently, got a gas tank puzzle over here. Where is the... There we go. Alright, what are we looking at here? A place to drop some gas tanks, and conveniently, a place to retrieve some gas tanks. Not a good time to be attacked by enemies, that's for damn sure. Ah, frustrating. Alright, let's deal with these before I try to loot any more gas tanks and basically just like tape a big explosive to the front of my ship. Yeah, the refresh on the turret is really, really fast. I am super happy with our ship purchase here. I think this thing it feels by far the most powerful of the ships that we have thus wielded so far. All right. Boy, that really accomplished some stuff. Is that going to open up a passageway here, or... Nope. Structural damage is pretty significant. We'll just go in the sidewall. A device charger that I don't actually want. A beam laser that I won't equip. I'm just going to scrap this, honestly. And web missiles that I don't want either.
One of my earlier clones. This poor guy didn't make it far at all. I suppose I should be thankful for my comparatively long and eventful life.
This clone version refused to comply to the mission objective. I was left with no option but to terminate assistance.
Wait, you mean you killed me, Hive?
He does mean that. That
Certainly
is what he
not.
said.
I ended compliance. Quite a different thing. What you see here should illustrate what happens to a craft without real intelligence on board.
Okay, so unfortunately this did not reveal any power cores. I was really hoping it would. Let's fly around a little bit, give our scanners time to come up with some stuff. Ooh, frost field. It's very pretty. And the moment I saw it, I knew. So we did pick up that there's another power core in there. All right. We will keep that in mind. It really is a bummer that you're not allowed to cruise drive while you're holding an item just because they chose to bind the cruise drive button to the throw button. Okay, we need 2 additional power cores. Who did I pull aggro from? You. Oh. That's annoying. Yeah, these things really are not much of a threat. But when they get you with the freeze, if you are turning, the freeze keeps you turning for the duration of the freeze, and then getting control of the ship's nose back is a little bit weird. And so they can generate a situation where, you know, they can take free shots at you for, you know, freeze plus 50%. Okay. That's cool. Both of the power cores we're looking for are in this field. No, come on, get me out of here. I was kind of facing the right direction. It's sort of interesting how, like, I wonder what it is that makes them want to design this hazard this way. But, like, you know, getting frozen is sort of annoying, but that's really it as far as the harm. Like, being really cold is not actually going to destroy your ship or anything. Although it might do this to it, which is, again, more annoying than anything else. I've completely lost track of which side of the ship the entrance is on. Okay, it's out here. It's out here. Okay, good enough. Hopefully that path will be enough to keep our approach clear. Tried really hard there just to like dip into the cold field very shallowly and just swing out immediately, but no such luck. I sure hope this is what they mean by hidden stash. Okay, cool. Supremely annoying. All right. Stop shooting me. I just want to leave. It is so weird that getting shot just like lowers your jump preparedness by these tiny little amounts. Like you're undoing very small amounts of the ship's math every time you get nudged slightly by a bullet or something. Hive's like, well, now I can't remember if I carried the one or not. All like the bomb on the Starship Titanic. Alright, tell me it's a fast and easy one. Investigate the ancient secret. Okay, that's the kind of thing I generally get into. Yeah, the extremely long range loot scanning on this set of sensors is super valuable. I'm really, really pleased with this. How do I access you? You are inside of this big ice block. That's all right. We found the entrance. The entrance does not connect to that. We will find the additional entrance. Maybe. Perhaps. Yeah, that'll do it. So, I mean, it certainly looks like this thing wants to be in this orientation, based on the symbols we can see on these walls here. Ow. Okay. It is a big, clumsy ship, I'll say that, but still, very rad. I was starting to think that maybe that crystal was too far away or something. Hey, what a surprise. It's crafting materials. This seems like it's probably the right thing. Let's see here. We have a couple of places to plug in runes. We have an active lens right now, and it looks like probably room for a second one here. Come on. It's very difficult to get this thing to move up like a sensible amount. Feels very all or nothing. Alright, so I'm a little surprised to see both of the runes just kind of like hanging out in the same little cubby. Usually these things are a little bit more complicated than that. I think that's probably right. Oh wait, hold on. I'm getting all turned around here. This is the thing. Alright. No. No, not alright. Well, arbitrarily, we could try to just reverse them both. Sometimes it seems like they want you to direct the symbol away from the wall instead. Yep. This time it's one of those. How do you know the difference? You just kind of guess, I think. If I had known those runes were just going to get us a jar, I honestly might not have bothered. Alright, I don't know what... Ah, there we go. I don't know what I'm actually looking for. I hadn't seen another crystal yet. Wonder how many more rounds of this we're going to have to do. Well, this certainly seems significant. I was gonna say, how much deeper in this ice block can the thing we're ultimately headed to be? Got a couple of rooms in the right places, and also something's missing. Ah. Accidentally right-clicked there. Apologies. So, where are the indicators as to what these are supposed to be? Would they be like closer to the base? Okay. So we got one. Yeah, the other two are a mystery. Okay, this is something. My attention has been drawn by the debris. Okay, so you... I don't know. We'll try it with the symbols outward first, maybe? Okay. Oops. And then over here, it's the one that kind of looks like an hourglass. Alright, there we go. That's all done. Is that... No, that's just some light. That's not actually a repair crystal. So where is there a repair... Ah, here we go. Here we go. I'm excited to attempt to open a sealed alien structure. I'd be even more excited about being allowed to use my cruise drive in here. Just seems sort of arbitrary that I can't. Okay, so we're going to find two more ancient runes. Can't imagine such a thing being a problem. Well, I'll tell you, not exactly sure where the runes I want are supposed to be. Alright, I'm gonna have to insert a jump cut here. I apologize for this. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. Hopefully the last interruption for the episode. So, we have to figure out where the runes that go into these slots are, and with the size of the scanning range on our sensors, I think probably the best thing to do is just like jet around for a while. Where are all these enemies coming in? So those guys are pretty far out. Those guys are also pretty far out. Well, that's pretty far out, I guess. Where's this laser pointed? Just kind of off, huh? Just sort of out there. Okay, I think that rock is much further in the distance than I realized it was. It's definitely going to be outside of the, outside of the area. It can be difficult to guess at the scale of things sometimes in outer space. But it turns out in this case the answer is big. Very, very big. No, even bigger than that. Like big for real. So unfortunately, most of the structures and ruins that we see around here are going to be things that we've already interacted with. I guess I'm going to go fight these guys mostly because, like, they're showing us where the boundaries of the area are. have to say, I'm not too pleased on the complete lack of new sensor pings. I do wish there was a little bit less, just like, a little bit less needle in the haystack stuff going on, you know? An awful lot of these location challenges are just find some very small objects hidden in some very large areas. And that does kind of suck. So that's a crystal that's already been used. Yeah, I mean, there's more of these ice shelf things, but again, yeah, a lot of them are like way off in the distance. They're just really, really, really big. Let's try flying through this debris field. I will say the star here with the big sort of like dust clouds around it and stuff, there's a real desolate beauty to this place. Ugh. Well, okay, I mean, that's something new. So clearly we hadn't quite been over here yet. But nothing special about this big ice block, unfortunately. I wish the cruise drive wouldn't just randomly disengage so much. Like, obviously it's trying to keep you from crashing into anything, but it disengages when you're so far away from objects. And while you still have plenty of time to recover before you would hit anything, to steer out, you know, it's very overzealous. So we just repaired this. This is the last thing we did. I'm looking around here for the runes. Well, again, I can't imagine us running out of phasium, but it is free stuff and also a reminder of places we haven't been. Ugh, I'd hate to have to bail on this now, after all of the wild goose chasing we did around this area, but I am kind of feeling uncertain as to how we are going to locate runes that don't seem to show up on our scans at all. It's easy enough to see what they want to be set to. So that's on. That's the thing we interacted with already. It feels like everything is a thing we interacted with already, and there's not really a way to a way to just do like a long range scan of things. Yeah. It's really frustrating. Alright, well. Maybe we just bounce? Like, I hate to do that, but I really legitimately don't know what else to do here. If we can't figure out where these runes are. Yeah, alright. Lucen's flying around here forever. We need 2 more location challenges, and we have, you know, a few more places to look. Alright, what about right up against the surface of the star? That'll probably be a fun one. Yeah, that really sucks though. The fact that that one like makes you run around for so long with an easily followable string of runes and then just drops you into the last phase of it. The runes are nowhere to be seen. Maybe there's something else. I don't know. Maybe there's something else you're supposed to do there to get the runes to appear, or I don't know. Oh no, we gotta rescue the shadow creatures. Trying to get some big rocks between me and the star. Right now we're just making it across. Okay. Whew. What a nightmare.
I think that spore is on the list for the research station.
Wait, hold on.
Yes, it is.
And better get to it.
Okay, then better stop talking about it and actually do it. Apparently I triggered the spore to no longer be scannable by opening it. Whatever, there's other ones over there.
The scan of the spore was successful.
Obviously, Hive.
Clearly, no appreciation for what I do for you.
Thank you, Hive.
So where are we on that quest, by the way? Mycelium, a thorian worm, acid pouch. Alright. Stuff to keep an eye on. Definitely not valuable. You know, this is technically valuable. I'm still just gonna scrap it. We don't really need credits anymore.
Another Adam Roslin. R.I.P. Is there any other man in history who has had to see himself die so many times?
Your self-pity is unfounded, since you, technically, only have yourself to blame.
Also, there were other clone facilities, right? I was not the only person who was being cloned aggressively. Whew, okay. It's a good thing the shadow creature is literally invulnerable. So, when it says rescue, what exactly does it mean? Where am I supposed to put you? That seems very far away. Okay, there's definitely gaps around here. Like I couldn't just go over the edge of this and remain safe. Maybe right here? No, this doesn't. Yeah. I wonder if I might have an easier time going for the one that's like really far forward and bringing it backward instead. It can't possibly be all the way up here. I think I'm still moving forward. It's hard to tell. Okay, starting to suffer some radiation damage. It's not ideal. I'll say this is a really cool and intense area. It's nice to see stuff that is still like very different from the other environments we've encountered. Okay, free mainframe component, I'll take that. Very slightly better scanner. But it doesn't have the weapon range on it, and it has slightly inferior stats. Yeah, we'll just scrap that.
Another me. What was I even thinking by starting this maddening butchery of myself?
An attempt to save yourself from the effects of a decaying cytotoxin and vengeance for the wrongs done to you by Seth Nobu and Admiral Kryn Gork.
Stop, Hive. I was speaking rhetorically. I'd really rather leave it all in the past.
Okay, so I think the other shadow creature is supposed to be over here. Come on, just get me behind the rock. Okay, there we go. Jeez. Well, this is something. What were all these Miis doing out here anyway? Like in this place in particular. All right. So I think the idea here is we grab the shadow creature. Oh. No, okay, it is coming. All right. And we just go straight backwards for a while? It's the only thing that makes any sense, right? What are these other green arrows? I don't know. Alright, they're just... For some reason, there are ghost clones on my ship coming out constantly. But the thing is, even if we go directly away from the star here, we'll keep the mass that we have between us and the star now, just at our back. Like you can see, there's no trail. Come on. There's no trail of safety. It seems like if I keep my ship between the sun and the creature doesn't pop. Which is interesting, not the way I would expect that to work. Ah, damn it. Yeah, this is interesting, but not, but it kind of doesn't work. Like the idea here is cool, but it's not actually functional. Like, I shouldn't still be... I would think I would be in the shadow of this thing now. There we go. So yeah, it's not just about maintaining something between you and the star. It is, at some point, it's going to decide you're taking damage anyway, which would seem to make it impossible to do the thing we're being asked to do. Because this particular mass is so far away from everything else. And there's definitely no, like, contiguous path. Yeah. Can I see... Okay, dock from a station to clear radiation. That's not ideal. Maybe we'll come back here and try this one if we have to, but I don't see the path to do that, and the way that the ship moves while you are being assaulted by solar radiation is really annoying. But it's a cool area. It's just a shame that the
Hive, I've been thinking.
it's a shame the challenge that we've been given there kind of sucks to actually do. Cool. Another, the outer flare zone.
I must have all the knowledge of my every iteration in me somehow, right?
Up to the limitation that your current chronology of memory transfers allow, yes. But that is still a very limited scope.
I feel like there's more to unlock in there. Sometimes I'm not sure what's my real past and what's a dream.
Memory transfers are not a precise science. It might be a blessing that you do not recall each and every horrible deed your alternative selves have committed.
I probably don't actually want that, but whatever, it's fine. Yeah, they sure do make these areas large, huh? Okay, alright, okay. What is this thing doing? Weird. Alright, so we got a secure container. Needs a power cord to open it. I suppose it might be behind whatever that is. Let's follow these little sparks. Alright, well, I suppose let's keep it up. What is the purpose of this stuff? Alright, sparks are heading out. This is pretty interesting, at least. Like maneuvering around in a way where you keep minerals between you and the, and you know, keep big rocks between you and the sun, definitely feels more doable when you have sort of like a path guide. Okay, I do not feel like I ever would have found this without markers, though. So that's an explosive charge. Is this gonna go off on my face when I get bombarded by solar radiation? I guess we'll find out. Says go this way. Gosh, these little things are agile. I'm assuming we're going to need this eventually. So let's put it down right here for the moment. Another explosive charge and a battery. And a valuable shipwreck. Okay, that's actually quite a large shield. I don't love the bonus stats. I don't know. I think I'm still just gonna scrap that. Also, hooray for Baramite. Alright, so we have a couple of explosive charges. And we apparently can feel some detonator sockets here. How I reach those? No, this is how I reach the place where the battery goes. Alright, I'm gonna put this down. We'll just leave it right here. Oh my god, fuck off. Sparks are coming out of... Here we are. Found the entrance again. I'm gonna take this charge and put it like right by the entrance so that we can use that as a way of locating it again. Alright. Let's follow the sparks. This is not the right way. let's fix these real quick. And it is cool that we're still seeing new stuff at this point in the game, right? Like, we are really, really deep in here. Yeah, I think we can just dismantle that. But like, we've never seen a mine trap like this before. Okay, so another explosive charge. Maybe there weren't enough. Ooh. That is a pretty compelling scattergun. It's a lot of kinetic DPS, but like having to fight things at 500 meters, I don't know. Yeah. Maybe there weren't going to be enough explosive charges without coming in here for this. Okay. Let's start assembling. I'm assuming this is gonna just end up being about the Flagon, though, right? Like, I don't know, maybe the maybe something that we need to open up the locked secure container is contained within the primed asteroid? Maybe. Doesn't seem terribly likely. Okay, this is interesting. And there is indeed our power core. As well as another quote-unquote valuable shipwreck. So what do we have right now? Plus 11 hull hit points and structure. I mean, damage while cloaked isn't really something we're going to take advantage of either. But in any case, we found ourselves a power core. And now let's just make it all the way back. Where in the hell is the way that we came in? There it is. Taking the most direct route here. It does suck that you can't use your cruise drive at all on these. How do I get into this wreck again? There we go. Okay, cool. One more completion.
A mainframe component? Just a ticket.
Alright, hopefully we can find one more location where the challenge is actually, like, pretty completable. And it's maybe, like, a little further away from the sun. Unfortunately, we have found no high-risk area decoders. There's not really a ton that can be done about that. I guess to discover those, we just mostly have to get lucky. Okay, see this. Fight a base. This I can do. Turrets, fuel tanks.
That's great.
Everything. Just everything. Destroy it all. Alright, who dares? Well, that's annoying. What a time to get frozen. Alright, I'm gonna give this guy the Annihilator virus. Let him just carry that into his comrades for a second here. I may as well turn on the turret. Wow, the turret is horrifyingly effective. Alright, it is already the case. That's all that's left of this base is a single coil. That seemed to have attracted some attention.
I'm not alone anymore.
Well, let's start the rocket barrage here. It is nice to have jeez, I can't get unfrozen for like even a second. It is nice to have rockets that are not limited by energy, so I actually can just keep dumping. Alright, as soon as I'm unfrozen, I'm gonna turn on my turret and just let it handle this problem. Okay. I think that's cleared it up pretty quickly. Alright, is there a special icon indicating signal decoders? Mostly I'm curious whether any of those got dropped, because those would obviously be like our highest priority. But I think it kind of seems like maybe we did not get so lucky. That's interesting. Extra weapon energy is definitely definitely compelling. And I don't mind losing shield for it so much. Like, we take a lot of our fire on our armor anyway. So this is giving me 8% increased hull hit points. We're trading out firepower and precision for structure and resistance, which is not very... Yeah, I'm just going to scrap that. That's a bad set of stats there. A little bit of free Clygon, because you can never have enough Clygon. I'm going to go out on a limb and assume that the thing's in here somewhere. Yep. Pretty sensible guess. So yeah, I guess we're either going to have to get like randomly lucky while flying around and fighting stuff in this region for no reason, or it's possible that we could buy a decoder for this area in what do you call it, at Prescott, right? Prescott has that shop that basically seems to just sell decoders. This one. Wait, really? That one. Am I missing a button? Because it sure looks like there's two. Ah, yes, there is a third button there. No, they don't alternate in this case. Okay. What an annoying puzzle. So yeah, I think we're out of here, and I guess it's just like we'll have to see if we can find high risk decoders at the one shop in Prescott. So, the only thing for us to do now is leave. This area does have some really cool locations. I do not love trying to do that shadow creature thing under any circumstances, but especially under those flare circumstances. But aside from that, yeah, there's some really, really cool stuff going on here. And once again, it is actually different from all the other areas we're seeing, which is, you know, probably unnecessary given how little time you are forced to spend here. Although maybe I'll be eating those words. Maybe after we deal with the current plot point, all of a sudden everything else will be happening in this spot. It kind of feels like this sector has done what it was here for already, story-wise, though, right? Feels that way to me, at least. Nope, that is not actually an entrance. There we go. That's an entrance. out of curiosity here, let's go right to Prescott. It was the platform below town marked explicitly as like black market or something. Yeah, that one. Alright, show me something
Come on,
cool.
Don't take all day.
Also, I guess repairs are good.
Literally just got here.
Sharkov, Kite Nebula, Cedo. Yeah. That's unfortunate. Also, do we have any trade goods you would like to sell? Oh, I can fire that. No, we do not actually have any trade goods that sell well here. Well... yeah, I guess I'll go through all this stuff. I'll deal with our inventory. I'll just go ahead and end the episode here for the moment. Thank you all so much for watching. We've made as much headway as it looks like we're going to be able to make for right now on the final challenge. When you come back next time, I suppose it's back to pursuing the plot. And we'll see you then.